Ooh, did you hear about that $4.7 million that's getting ready to be distributed to consumers who were victims of this financial aid fraud scheme? Ooh, you do not want to miss this because you just might be getting a check in the mail if you are a victim. So if you're ready to hear more about this juice, let's go.
The Debt Demolisher TV with Sophia Meloni.
Hi everyone, it's Sophia Meloni, the Debt Demolisher, here to bring you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you manage your financial baggage the right way. In today's episode, I'm going to be bringing you the latest and the greatest about a heavy scam that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has recently won against one of these companies that was basically shamming folks into paying for financial aid assistance, promising that if these consumers paid them in exchange for matching them up to be able to receive certain financial aid and be able to receive certain assistance, the CFPB has come down on these guys. And when I tell you they come down on these guys, they're going to have to pay out $4.7 million to consumers who exchanged and did business with this particular company in exchange for financial aid assistance. So according to a news release by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they stated that over 78,000 students, 78,000 consumers either paid college financial advisory or student financial resource centers for help with getting specific assistance as it relates to them getting some financial aid. The real kicker here is that this company essentially told those consumers that if they did not pay their company for the service, then they would forfeit their ability to be able to receive financial aid. Now, we all know that that is a bold-faced lie because the Department of Education has their own entire process around FAFSA to help students or help those who are interested in going to school to receive some form of assistance and seeing what aid they can be eligible for. So the Student Financial Resource Center and the College Financial Advisory are actually DBAs of Global Financial Support, Inc. So this company is a company that is essentially being sued because of their mispractices for violating the Consumer Financial Protection Act. There are sections within the act that specifically says that companies cannot do what Global Financial Support, Inc. did to these consumers. We have to make sure that we understand when it comes to any consumer exchange that we have a protection, and that even though companies offer services, they cannot offer a service or they cannot state things in a way that is in violation of that law. So let's take a look at the news release from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau on this particular case. So the CFPB alleged that its defendants, Armand Area and his company, which is Global Financial Support, Inc., also known as College Financial Advisory, as well as Student Financial Resource Center, they conducted a nationwide operation that deceived students and their families into paying a fee in exchange for an illusory student financial aid program. So the defendants in this case, they obtained over $4 million from roughly 76,000 or more consumers through this particular scheme. And because this deceptive practice violated Section 1031 and 1036 of the Consumer Financial Protection Act of 2010, these guys now have to pay a compensation fee because of that. So whenever there's a violation of the law, you all know that the government is going to go after these companies. And when they go after these companies and they take them to court and they have to pay a fine, a penalty, or a settlement out of court, then that money gets set into a civil fine and penalty kind of like fund. And so what the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is going to do as a result of receiving this collection from Global Company, they now are going to be distributing those payments and those reimbursements in essence to victims of this particular scheme. So I don't know if you've ever paid college financial advisory for services before. I don't know if you've ever paid Student Financial Resource Center for any type of services, but let me tell you something. You might be getting a check in the mail to get reimbursed. One of the things that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has included on their website is where those who may believe they are victims will be able to contact to receive compensation. So they have the victim compensation contact information that can be shared. I'm going to plop this up on the screen so that you guys can see it, because they have contracted Equip Global to administer the payments for this case and to answer any questions that the consumers may have. So you can look at the screen right now. It's telling you the number that you need to call, the email address that you can submit an email inquiry to, or if you want to take it old school and write a letter, there's an address who you need to address it to in order to get your questions answered and or find out if you will be receiving a check. So these distributions started on March 31st, 2023. So we're little short in terms of like maybe less than a week of this coming forward. So you all be on the lookout. If you know that you paid them, if you know your mama paid them, or if you know somebody paid them, you might be getting reimbursement. So if you get a check in the mail, it's not a fake one. If you get a check in the mail that is from Equip Global, it is not a fake one, because that means you are one of the consumers on the list that now needs to be compensated because of being a victim of this fraud by this company. Again, College Financial Advisory, Student Financial Resource Center, who are DBAs of Global Financial Support, Inc. So you all, I'm bringing y'all the latest and the greatest. When you get your checks, come back to this video and put it in the comments that you got your check. And when you get your check, make sure that you put it in the right place and set it in a way where it can work to your betterment. Because remember, the resources that you receive are the responsibility of you to exercise diligence over it. Don't just think that free check coming in the mail is going to be a free check. This is giving you an opportunity to do something with it for the greater good of your financial life. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, your financial prosperity awaits you, and so does your financial sanity. You already know what I'm going to tell you to do, and that's what? Get to work. All right, guys. Bye.
The Debt Demolisher TV